Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Friday, November the 18th. And of course, I've made a few more changes to the dashboard. I've enhanced it. A trader had an idea about how to use the strength as a bias to know how to trade the next day. And he asked me, was there some way of saving the values? So I was thinking, well, yeah, I guess I could write the values out to a file and then have the indicator read the file. Then I slept on it. And then I realized, really, all I had to do was say, if we're using the current bar to calculate, in this case the current daily bar to calculate it, we use the bid because it's a bid ratio. But if we wanted to use the previous day, we'll just use the close and make it static. So here's how you use it. All I had to do basically was add, first let's find it. All I had to do was add an input strength bar. So if you want to use the current bar and have this update live, you put in a 0. If you want to use the previous bar, you put in a 1. And you see it says 1. And now, these are the strengths based on yesterday. So at the beginning of the day, he's going to say, okay, the CAD, we'll probably trade that longer. Look at the yen. Definitely you want to trade that long. Let's switch over to the other time frame here. And so you see here on the CAD, when the new day started, had you traded long, right there. Let's see, we've got an open of 19 and a high of 63, 44 pips. So that's how let's just go, let's run through these and see how it works. Okay. Let's see, what do we have here? Open of 09, high of 91. And that paid off. Okay, dollar franc. I think it's obvious, but let's just go through it. Open of 68, high of 121. That paid off. We've already looked at the CAD. New Zealand dollar. We would have gone short. Okay. Actually, you know what? Rather than do it like that, let's just use the... let's just add some columns here. We can make this really easy. Okay. Show you how to use the indicator. Strength column. Let's move this right, keep it right next to price. So let's say this is no, let's make it 20. And what did we have price set at? We had price set at 30, so we made that 20. So let's have the daily open, let's just say column 10, column 9, and column 8. So here we go. Makes it a lot easier. So we look here at New Zealand, we would have gone short. Open 24, low 00. That would have paid. The pound short. Open 11, 411, low 301. That would have paid. Okay. We had a long here, or buy signal. Open 663, high 757. That would have paid. Okay, the Swiss or the pound franc, we had a buy So open 495, high 562. That would have paid. But you know, let me show you something here. And I'm doing this on purpose just to show you all the features of the indicator. See, we've got the high. Okay, do we have a high minus open column? No, we don't. I guess I forgot I didn't put those in. Well, I guess we can put those in. Okay, so now let's look at the euro. Euro was a sell, open 624, low 568. The euro yen was a weak buy, so we had 695 to 746, but it still paid. And we had the euro pound, which was a sell, 549 to 525. We had the Australian dollar was a sell, 404 to 329. And the Australian yen was a sell. We had 153 down to 110. So all winners using that method. So I'd like to thank one of the fellow traders for sharing that idea. And it's basically, you can think of it as trading a buy zone with bias. You could think of it as also, if you remember way back when we first started over on the Advanced Alien Civilization Forum, Crustlick.com, I put out the $1 trillion system, and people laughed at it. Oh, you see price there? Do you see it was a it went magenta? That means probably the ask hit 137. So that's a psychological trade. I don't remember if it did that the day I was telling you about how the psychological trades. So anyhow, I guess maybe I could do those other columns, but I think I put those in other indicators. But for this, I mean, it's pretty static. I mean, if it makes a new high, okay, it'll go up, but I don't really know if you're going to base trades off of that. You might. I can put the columns in there. You can use them if you want, and if you don't, well, then you don't have to. It's that simple. So hopefully that shows you how to use the strength bar feature of the strength column. I believe the last video or one of them I talked about strength, and I wrote an indicator, a separate window down here that gave you the tick by tick readings. I don't know if anybody's been playing with it or not, but I hope that helps. And so what you want to do at the end of the day, which is beginning of the day, 5 o'clock New York time, or 00 your broker server time, that's when you want to get into trades, because that's how you get the most out of it. So, fellow traders, I hope you've had a good week. I had a pretty decent week. A rocky start, but finishing strong. As always, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. The Rumpled One, signing out.